Good day, students. How are you all? Hope everyone is doing well. I just want to give a reminder for you all to join in English Google Classroom. Those who have already joined, keep checking the classroom notifications daily for any information from the teachers. And those didn't join it, please do join soon. You have the class code CVP7K27 shared in your WhatsApp group also, and I have shared in my previous session. Okay, now let's have a revision of what we saw in the previous session and then go to the next kind of sentence. First, we saw about simple sentence, right? It is a kind of sentence which consists of only one main clause. For example, my house is situated near the lake. This sentence has a subject and a predicate. I'm sure you all know how to find the subject and the predicate out of a sentence. Yeah, my house is the subject and situated near the lake is the predicate. Since it has only one main clause, it is a simple sentence. Then we saw compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? Compound sentence is a sentence in which two or more main clauses are linked with the coordinating conjunctions like for, and, nor, but, or, and yet so. Okay, now let's see what is a complex sentence. Complex sentence is a sentence that contains only one main clause and one or more subordinate clause. A main clause is otherwise called an independent clause, which is a phrase that would make sense and give complete meaning, and it will stand on its own, whereas a subordinate clause or dependent clause will not form a sentence on its own. When these two types of clauses appear in a sentence, we call it a complex sentence. Consider this example. Although he was rich, he was still unhappy. In this sentence, he was still unhappy is the main clause, and although he was rich is the subordinate clause. It is because although he was rich is an incomplete clause, it is a dependent clause on he was still unhappy, and it cannot form a complete sentence or convey complete meaning. So it is dependent on the main clause he was still unhappy. Other examples for complex sentences: she returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. Here, she returned the computer. She returned the computer. Okay, she returned the computer is the main clause, and after she noticed it was damaged is the subordinate clause. Since it has only one main clause and a subordinate clause, this is a complex sentence. Then, whenever the price goes up, customers buy less products. This is also a similar type of complex sentence with the one main clause and one subordinate clause. Because I had to catch the train, and as we were short on time, I forgot to pack my toothbrush for our vacation. Here, I forgot to pack my toothbrush for our vacation is the main clause. Okay, because I had to catch the train, and as we were short on time. Both these things are subordinate clauses. I have already explained that a complex sentence can have one main clause and one or more subordinate clause. So this sentence has two subordinate clauses and one main clause. So this is a complex sentence. The differences between simple compound and complex sentences. Let's see the differences between these three kinds of sentences. Here we have an example. The museum was very interesting. Yes, the museum was very interesting. This sentence has only one main clause. There is no added conjunction and it has no subordinate clauses in this. Okay, so this is a simple sentence. The museum was very interesting, but we didn't get time to see everything. Okay, but we didn't get time to see everything. This is a compound sentence. Okay, since it has two main clauses linked with the conjunction but. Okay, the museum was very interesting is the main clause. We didn't get time to see everything is also a main clause. Both the main clauses are linked with a coordinating conjunction but. Then the museum was very interesting as I expected. As I expected. This is a complex sentence because it has a main clause. The museum was very interesting is the main clause here, and the subordinate clause is as I expected. As I expected. It is a subordinate clause because it doesn't convey a complete meaning. Okay, so that is a subordinate clause or a dependent clause. Okay. Another example, here you can see, yeah, she believed in fairy tales. How many of you like fairy tales? Mostly everyone likes, right? Yeah, she believed in fairy tales. This is a simple sentence because she believed in it. That's it. It has only one main clause. So this is a simple sentence. Another thing, she believed in fairy tales for it gives her happiness. It has two main clauses. That is, she believed in fairy tales is a main clause. It gives her happiness is also a main clause. Both the main clauses are linked with the acting coordinating conjunction for, because for acts as a linking word here to relate both the clauses. It is a complex compound sentence. Okay. Another thing is when she was younger, she believed in fairy tales. When she was younger, she believed in fairy tales. The sentence has a subordinate clause which can't stand on its own. When she was younger. When she was younger. Is this clause making sense? No. This is a subordinate clause. Okay, it cannot stand on its own. So this sentence has both a main clause and also a subordinate clause. So this is a complex sentence. There are some points to be remembered to identify and form these kind of sentences. Okay, I'll give for each. So for simple sentence, we can say it will have only one main clause and it will convey one complete meaning. It will not have any kind of conjunctions like and, but, for, or, yet, so, nor, because, although, etc. So this is how you will find simple sentence. Okay. And then for compound sentence, it will have two main clauses, which is otherwise called as independent clauses, linked with the coordinating conjunctions, which we can easily remember with this mnemonic fanboys. Okay, in which F stands for, A stands for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. Okay, you can remember this one word fanboys and you can remember the whole coordinating conjunctions which link the clauses in compound sentence. Okay, then for complex sentences, it will have one main clause and one or more subordinate clause. See this example. Whenever it rains, I like to wear my blue coat before I step out. Here, I like to wear my blue coat is the main clause. It is highlighted in yellow colored one. Okay, so I like to wear my blue coat is the main clause, and it has two subordinate clauses. Whenever it rains, before I step out. Okay, these two clauses are subordinate clauses. Okay, good. I hope now you all have understood what is a simple, compound, and complex sentence and how to identify each of them. So the follow-up work for this class is to write 5 complex sentences with at least 2 main clauses, like this sentence. Whenever it rains, I like to wear my blue coat before I step out. Like this sentence, it should have 2 subordinate clauses and 1 main clause. Okay? Thank you, students. Do your follow-up works, stay safe at your homes, and spend your time productively.